Alright everyone. Alright, like we set out to do, we have successfully raised the line. They're now coming out for 46. She's ready to be bred again, so let's do it. Hopefully we get a 446. Hopefully we get a 446 female, but we wanted to keep the color. Or a male. What am I doing? So you want to breed? Sorry, oh, my hand. Come on. Oh man, my neighbor's dogs, they're always aggroing on everything. It's like, dude, guys, calm down. It's okay. So this is the little female we got. So they're going up, which is awesome. So in fact, I have a feeling they're going to go up to what the original breeds were breeding at, which was, I want to say it was somewhere in that price range. Oh, I don't have any. Well, here's the original ones, but they all have levels, and I don't remember what. Yeah, I don't remember what they were, and I don't have Oksana here anymore. Yeah, it was 660. So that's what it was, 660. Hopefully we can get him to that. Alright, so we'll see what this one is up there, and we got to be careful because she's ready. Now this is our main breeder right here. Oh yeah, hold on. Oh yeah, check this out everyone. So this one we just bred, and in fact I'm not going to breed her. So be mindful of your breeding, everyone. So this is why I say make sure you don't put any levels into your previous breed. Here's why. Let me show you guys something. Now this is me catching it, and this is what you gotta watch out for, everyone. You know, I've been making these videos in breeding for years, and see, here's the original one. She's 1 and 1. Okay, so let's do this. Now, I caught it after I made her a war, but the thing that I do is I never put points into her. Alright, so here's why I do this, is because when something doesn't look right, I have to go back. Now, something didn't look right with this female, and I was like, wait a second, her melee, it's nowhere near, it is nowhere near hers. So this is the one that we just bred right now. 5 mutations, right? So be careful, everyone. Look at her melee damage. It went down. So she is actually going to become a war. The reason why is because her melee. You do not want that. So make sure, everyone, you be mindful of your breeds and what's going on there, because had I done what I, you know, if I didn't do this, I would have screwed up that breed. And like I said, I breed a lot, so the last thing you want to do is screw it up. Alright, so unfortunately this one's a war. The reason why is because her melee is 938.7%, and her melee is 1683.0%, and his melee is 16.83%. She's a war. The reason why you want this, everyone, even though she has the stacked mutations, you don't want that. The reason why is because that you just lowered the power of your team, and you have have us a baby yet? But you do have a lot of poo. Oh, she's pregnant. Alright, so be mindful of that, everyone. You know, I make these videos and I tell people, you teach people, show people how a better way to breed. And right there's something that we weren't mindful of. Did I put the wrong breed in there? So 3 and 5. Wait a second. Hold on. Did that just switch? Oh, push the gate. Yeah. See, we're losing the gene because it's the female. 654. They're going up though. So what are you? Better female. Shit. We're gonna have to breed it again to bring the line back. So 654. Yeah, it's gonna. We're going back up though to. We're going back up to max. So what we're going to do now is we're going to switch out this female. Because we bred her twice, and twice is good enough, honestly, but oh man, what are the chances she produces another baby and it's a male? We'll give it one more try. Let's figure something else out here. Yeah, she's. Am I tripping balls? Her melee just went up, everyone. That's a glitch or something. It was at 9. Huh. I retract everything I just said. Oh, that is embarrassing. Oh, well, everyone, it goes to show you just how intuitive I am when I breed. It went up, everyone. Magically went up. Huh. Well, that's embarrassing. She is a different color. She's a lot darker than... Man, did we get another mutation? She's darker than her mother and the other one. Yeah, it's probably because of the mutation, because they're getting bigger. Yeah, that's weird, everyone. Her melee went up. It went back. Wow, shit. Okay, so this one's back to a war. Huh. That was different, everyone. But it goes to show you just how much and how involved I am when it comes to breeding. But look, everyone, she is a different color. She's a lot darker. Either that or I'm just tripping. No, she is. She's a little bit darker. Alright, so let's put this one away since, for whatever reason, she decided to straighten herself out. Alright, let's put her away. And with these, we're going to keep going. What I'm going to do is I'm going to switch out her now because I want to switch her out, but normally I try to go to 3 to 4, and if they don't produce a male with her color, because that's what we need a male, and normally the males come out her color, so that's what we need. That's what we need. Alright, so those guys are off. Let's get these guys breeding, and hopefully we get a better what did I do? Okay, that was the first time I've done that. She looks way different than him. I wonder if it's just because her health is low. Probably. Alright. Make sure she's off. Yeah, she's off. Alright, so with this breed right here, we're gonna go one more time. And hopefully she produces a male. I mean, she's gone up 8 from 54, so that's really good. Yeah, that's really good. So, alright, here's what I'm going to do, everyone. I'm going to wait until she's ready to breed one more time. We're breeding our main breeds upstairs. And when she's ready to breed, it'll probably be as soon as they're done breeding. We'll breed her one more time, and let's hope for a 4 or 654 male. Or higher. How about a 660 male purple? If not, we're gonna have to breed the one on my shoulders with her down there, because we got to keep this the mutations going, because now they leveled out. So this one should meet the same as the one over here. Yep, 5. So we have to do that. Alright, everyone. I'm going to go ahead and pause the video here. I'll bring you back in when she's ready to breed again, and let's hope for a male. Male. Alright, everyone. I just walked upstairs, and she gave birth to twins. Alright, let's see what we got. We got one male. And come on, female. One female. Excellent. Alright, everyone. This right here becomes, these two are now our new main breeders. So you get that, and you get that, and now we do this. Alright, so let's do this now. Come on, dude. Give me the command. Stop, thank you. Alright. Alright, so breed male. And stab it. Breed female. No. The reason why you want to do this with twins, especially if you get them male and female, you immediately want to make them your main breeders now. Here's why. If you go right on over here to its mutations, alright, we have 5 and 3. And if you scroll on over here to hers, we should have 5 and 3. So now we have a perfect count. So now it'll be even easier to maintain their mutations. So these two, our old main breeders, now become our wars. So let's do that. Everyone see, and that's so lucky. right there, because now it's even easier for us to keep control over the mutations, because I want to say both of them are different. Yeah, this is 3 and 1, and this one should be 2 and 3, I believe. 2 and 3, yeah, this one's 5, so this one should be 2 and 3. 2 and 3, yeah. So yeah, even count. So now it'll be even easier to maintain their mutations and their count. So, alright. So this one becomes the new war. And we'll go ahead and put her in cryogenic stasis. And then him, we'll do the same as well. Yeah, it's to see, now we can get serious about stacking mutations. What am I doing? Alright, and you go inside the cabinet that is war. Alright, now let's go downstairs. Let's make sure we have plenty of meat too. Alright. Let's give her one more breed. Let's put these guys in here. And let's hope for a male. If not, we're gonna have to breed her with the purple one, and hopefully we get a male. Come on. Alright. So we'll get those two breeding. And third time the charm, everyone. Hopefully. But there, the line's going up. That's good. We are raising the line. So, I mean, honestly, I should make her the new breeder, because this is the one that's going to make the line probably go up even more. If anything, the next, hopefully it's a male, a purple male, with this number, 654. And then this guy will become a war, and I'll make that one the new breeder. That way the purple stays in the line. If not, the one that's on my shoulder, I'm gonna have to breed again, which I don't want to do. But this is what you have to do, everyone, if you want to keep the line and you want to keep your mutations. This is what you have to do. You know, I'm gonna give her third time the charm, hopefully. You know, if anything, like I said earlier, it's either 3 to 4 times I'll do it. And she's solidly given us 2 female babies that have been more than her. So let's keep it going. Hopefully she gives us a male with her number. Alright, everyone, they are going to consummate and start mating, so I'll bring you back when she produces a baby. Let's hope for a male. Male, 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 purple male, purple male. Male, 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 purple male. Say it with me. Male, 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 purple male. I'll be back. Alright, everyone. Excuse me, I was just checking out. Oh, look, she gave twins. Oh, they're purple. They're purple, everyone. Oh, we're getting so lucky with twins in this run. Please, male, female, or 2 males. Male, female. Oh, 654. Here we go. That's what I'm talking about. Female. Come on, man, get your tail out of the way. Come on, male, come on, male. Come on. Please, please, please. Oh, we got 2 females. They're keeping their line though, purple. So they're purple. Okay, so here's what we have to do. One of these is now the new breeder. If not, we're gonna breed them both. Okay, so that's good. They kept the purple. All right, so this one. So here's what you do with these now. Just like I said in my other video, when you have 2, breed them both because they're both identical. They both have the same stats. And I didn't give that one food. So watch, we'll do it right now. Let me do this. Because what I don't want to do is get confused because we're doing a lot of breeding. And these are the seconds, and I didn't put 2 on that one, but they're purple, it's pretty easy to remember. That one has food, and I'm pretty sure I gave that one food. Alright, so now let's, boom. Okay, 5, they kept their mother's mutation. And bam, 5. Okay, so these are now the 2 new breeders, 654, so that's what their line is at the moment. So we're going to breed them with him, both of those 2 right there. So these are now officially wars. So let's make you a war. Because everyone, again, this is what you want to do to keep your line strong. And especially if you want the color, this is what you're going to have to do. You will have to put in some work, and it is time consuming. You know, I've made videos where I exceeded over 100 hours doing breeding videos, just because I wanted the best lines I can possibly get. Oh, see, and I didn't stop these guys from moving. Alright, so these are now our new breeders, so hopefully we get a purple male. Purple males out of them at 54, because it looks like they're stuck at 54, so if we get a male, we'll breed it with one of our high level females, and we'll start it again. We'll start the breeding again. So again, everyone, this is what you want to do to keep the color and to keep your mutation line and to keep it strong. I mean, just look, a second ago I was gonna kick out that female from being a breeder because her bite was low, regular kibble, until I put her in a cryo cabinet and then she acted right. So whatever, right? Those are those embarrassing moments you can't make up. So, alright, so that one is 100% imprinted on. Okay, so those are our new breeders. Let's put you away. Okay, that begins the new purples. So I'm just gonna, like I said, I'm just gonna throw the purples in there, so it doesn't matter. So I am going to now, I feel safe about doing this now. Making him a war. Everyone, again, if you don't know what you're doing, you can mess up. And I hope these videos help you improve your breeding, and I hope everyone gets what they want out of breeding. So like me, I don't excuse me, I don't want my line to lower. I only want them to get stronger. So, and right now what we're doing, I call it raising the line. We got to bring the line back up to what it originally was, at least 660. If we can get these guys back to 660 with stacked mutations, hopefully we can get 2 over their max. We probably, I don't know, probably 660 will be their max. 660, probably 661 is going to be their max. They're above over their max line. Like what we have here, he's 2 above their max line. So yeah, we'll see. Alright, so here's what I'm gonna do. Let's check the foot. Alright, they're doing, man. See, this is what I mean, everyone, about those sheep. You want to go grab that sheep meat, because I had like 6 stacks in there, and I've been breeding a lot, and we're already down, but I have all those other ones cooking, so I got to bring more over here. Alright, everyone, so we got purples. We got 2 female purples, which is what we want. I mean, again, I know this is time consuming, but if you want that color, this is what you have to do. Like I said, I was only going to go one more time, if that, and she gave us twins, so hey, we don't need to do it, and she gave us purple twins at that. So the chances now, when we breed them, of giving us a male purple is now double. So even better. I mean, hell, we could get higher level males as well. The reason why is because we were breeding the lower level. So yeah, she's gone up 10 there, she went up 8 here, and they stayed at 54. So hopefully when we breed these females, well, I know when we breed these females, they're definitely going to go up in their number by 10. So I'm sure we can get it to 661. We can get them back to 660 to 661. Hell, we might even get them to 662. So let's hope. So alright, everyone, I will bring you guys back when we are going to breed them. And then, yep. Yeah, and then we got our 2 new main breeders there, evenly maxed. So that's even better to keep an eye on their mutations, because again, that's what you want. You want to be able to know your mutations, to know your tame, to know what the hell they're doing. And again, I hope to, by watching me and by listening and me showing you how to identify the mutations. I know it could be difficult, you know, but I mean, just wait until we start breeding the dragons, because I did get breeding dragons. So I have breeding dragons in here, and then, like, see, this one right here is a pink dragon, and then her mate is, I want to say, is a blue one. So wait until we get to breeding those guys, because pretty soon we got to breed them. We're going to be doing massive breedings, because we're going to be on extinction, and we got to take on some titans. So we want some wyverns for that. Alrighty, everyone, I'm going to pause the video here. I'll bring you back in when it's time for these ladies to give us more babies. Oh yeah, and this is also too how you can get your army lines up quick, your war line up. I mean, we've already have the first cabinet right here ready to rock, and now we're working on that one. Of course, we got the green machines, which we got to take into battle, because we got to see them. I got the Carnotaurs ready to rock. We got more of our main ones ready to rock. Well, not ready to rock. We need about, what, 5 to 6 more of those. Alright, everyone. I'm going to pause the video, and I'll bring you back. I'll be back. Alright, everyone. Let's see. We got us a little friend flyer in here. Go on, little buddy. No, I float about in here. Alright. We are ready to breed them. So, now, I'm hoping they go up either to what we're breeding at now, 662 or 660. So, and they should go up. So they've been gradually going up, and they're now even. So let's breed them, and let's see what we get. Let's see, you. Oh, here's my breeding. Alright, turn you on. That didn't sound right. Alright, let's you and you. So honestly, we are looking for twins, or we're looking for a higher level male and a higher level female. Now, if we get 2 that are the same, that's going to be our new breeder. But they have to have the purple color. So, come on, little dude. You're almost out. There you go. So, and that's what this takes, everyone. This is what you really want to do to try to keep the line strong, and this is what you got to do to keep the color. You know, I really want this color, so uh, I've been trying hard to keep it, and of course, the third breed gave us twins, so that's very fortunate for us. And we're going from this aqua green color to a purple. And we're keeping the mutations, so that's even better. Really excited about that. After they breed, we'll go upstairs here in a second, and we'll breed our two main breeds up there, the twins. Alrighty. They are creating baby shadow main. Oh, why do I keep saying shadow main? Pyro main. Alright, so again, and these two, since they're twins, they're evenly matched with a grand total of 5 mutations, 3 and 2. So, and what we're doing is we are working the line back up. The line accidentally got lowered, so what we're doing is we're bringing the line back up. And honestly, the way to do it is to do it exactly how I'm doing it here. Worst case scenario, I'd have to breed that low level again. But we got lucky and we got twins that are females, so now we have double the chance of getting a purple male and a purple female. And then hopefully we do, and at a higher level. So we're hoping for at the level we're breeding at. So that would be awesome. What wouldn't be awesome is if we get a Pyro main, we get 2 males. But actually that would work too, because then we would breed the 2 females with the 2 males when they're ready, because we really want to keep this line. So that's what we're working on. Working the line back up to what it was, and also trying to keep the color. So, man, everyone, I this is why in Evolved I have over 2,000 hours of breeding hours. And that's not gameplay, that's just breeding. Damn. Because, man, I've made armies to where one run, a room like this, I want to say I had one entire wall of cryos. At that time, you could only have, I think, 75 in there, and I had a wall, I kid you not, of every tame full 75. Of every tame you can think of. Pretty much everything you could take into a boss fight, I bred it to a ridiculous number. And yeah, we made some amazing tames, man. Oh my goodness, some amazing levels. And you know, we're doing it again because let's see, let's look at the Rexes. Now we actually just bred them, so let's get our male and our female out here. So wait, that was female too. This is a male too right here, and I put him as a male, a regular male. See what I mean, everyone? You gotta be vigilant. I'm so vigilant. Alright, let's go upstairs real quick. Alright, so with our main breeding line of Rexes, we have the male. Of course, they're maxed out completely in their line, which is 633. And the male has what is that, 12,544, and on the mother side 7,680 mutations. So yeah, these are like, you know, these are nowhere near the Rexes that I had before, but we're working on it. Let's see what the female's up to. So you 4,864, 2,816 mutations stacked. So I want to get this number over here. Hopefully I can do it. And I had people who breed for a living on YouTube come to my other bases just in disbelief. They had to see it for themselves. That I had millions of mutations and I rolled them over. Alright, oh look, they gave babies. Alright, so 664, I was right. Alright, come on. Oh, we got a male. So this is now the new breeder. Breed male 2. Oh, maybe. Stop. Oh shit. Oh, this one has a pretty color on his face. Alright, let's go check out the other one. Oh, the other one retained its dad, so this is probably a female. 656. Oh, it's another little male. So 656. And what was the other one? 64 was it? Why do I keep doing that? Let's see. Hold on. Let's check it out. Yeah, 664. Okay. So we are now breeding above the line. So 664 is now the new standard because we are breeding at 662. So and this little male is 656. So unfortunately, this little guy is a war. Alright everyone. Alright, we did it. Remember what I said about those mutations? The more you stack them, the better. Because look, we went from, we're now from 654 to now 664. They went up 10, so now they're breeding above mine. So we switched it. We did it. So now that they're breeding above my line, okay, so he's now the new breeder right there. He becomes a war, and that one male is now going to breed between these two females. The reason why is because now he's going to raise the line. So whatever baby he gives, he's going to raise the line. Let's check out his mutations if I can. Whoa. Let's check it out. Alright. No, I didn't want the feces. Alright. 3 and 6. There you go, everyone. See, and we carried the line over. We kept the mutations, and because of the mutations, we're now breeding above my main Pyro mains. So my main Pyro mains are 262, and now they're at 264. So we did it. So everyone, that's how you do that. That's how, again, you raise your line, you keep your mutations, and now honestly, when we get a male that is breeding at 664, we're gonna flip the script. So those up there will become our second breeders, and these down here with now a color, stacked mutations, and now breeding above, okay, above my breeding. They're now the new breeders. They're going to be now the new main breeders. So that's, everyone, that's That's why you do this. That's why you always have 2 sets of breeders. I cannot stress that enough. And always make sure you do exactly what I'm doing. When you know you have your breeders, make sure you don't get confused. And do what I'm doing and put away the tames that are now wars. Like this male. He was the second breeder. He's now a war, and now we're breeding above my breeding line. So the third batch, actually, this is now a third batch. Like these 2 females right here are now gonna breed with him, and yeah, we'll keep going. I'll bring everyone back in to see if we get a female, because all we need now is a female of 664. And we don't even know yet if this is, this may not be their baseline. We may have them above, above their, what do they call it? Above max level, their max level. So this means we could possibly get these guys up, if they live long enough, we can possibly get these guys up over 850. 850 in level, because over 850 would be max level even at a 450 tame. Like, you know, when you start off at 450, tame it at 100%, like we've been doing, and, you know, keep everything going, you know, at 100%. So, but yeah, alright, and then, you know, this little guy, unfortunately, he's just a little war. But yeah, that one little dude is now going to pollinate these 2 females, because that's it. Now we have the color locked. We should not lose the color anymore, because now we have females that are the same color and a male that's the same color. So, like I said, everyone, this is the best way to you know, better your chances of getting what you want. So let's stop the breeding here, and I'm gonna stop this, and in fact I actually might not breed those 2 up there. I might just start working on this line and put them on hold for now. The reason why is because a higher number line with our mutations, and this is what we're going to find out here in a little bit. Let's check it out. And that's one thing we didn't look. Okay, so it's doing what it did last time. So it's pretty much standard up until I give it its first imprinting, which is its final one, and then at that point we'll see more or less what he is. But honestly, so far all of these have been retaining all of the gene pool and all of the mutations, the bite and the health. So they haven't left, and we have a speed mutation as well, because normally they come out at 100 like that guy. So once you get the imprint and once they're fully raised, you should see all of their stats, unlike what happened earlier where I had to cryo it for it to work. Alright everyone, I'm actually gonna cryo those guys up. I'm not gonna breed them. I'm gonna work on this line here. I'll bring you guys back. Yeah, I'll bring you guys back when we are gonna breed them again, and yeah, we'll see if this is now the new breeding line, the new breeding number line. So, alright everyone, I'm gonna pause the video here. Oh, excuse me. Alright everyone, let's see what we can do here. Alright, the breed's all ready. Alright, first let's get rid of you. Let's put you in cryogenic stasis. Alright everyone, so like I was saying, hopefully this right here will this will be our new breeding line. If we get a female 664 right now, which I don't see why we shouldn't. Hey. Alright, let's see, put you like that, and we should go and back it up, back it up, backing it up, backing it, backing it up. Alright. Let's see, let me get out of this vision right here. Let's go ahead and grab this. Right there, like that. Let's look up. I did hatch some of our breeding Rexes and whatnot. Gotta keep that going. Alright. Alright, everyone. Why did I do that? We want a female 664 purple, which I don't see why we shouldn't get it out of one of these females. So let's do this. And if we do, everyone, not only have we successfully bred up our line, we introduced a color, and on top of that, if we get what we want right now, a 664 female, then that's it. This will become our new breeding line. The reason why is because they went up 2 levels higher than what we are currently breeding at. So why not? We're currently breeding at 662, and now we're breeding at 664. So we did again successfully bring the line back up to what it should have been. So now their baseline is 664. So everyone, that's how you do that. You know, it does take a lot, and let me tell you, I've been breeding all day, at least 8 hours plus. Ever since I got the Pyro main, did my duties, and keep doing what I'm supposed to be doing. You know, I've been breeding for several hours today, and you want to do this, everyone, and you want to be as disciplined as I am. The reason why is because the better your tames are, the better chances of survival they're gonna have in any boss fight. So, you know, that's why I saw that one female, until I crowed it, was 1,000 under what they were biting at. I was like, oh no, that female must go, because that would hurt us. We don't want them biting any lower. We want them biting higher. So let's go check out these guys up there and see how long they have. Now, out of 1 egg, we did get 2 new breeders. So what I love about that right there is they kind of even out your mutations on both sides. So for example, like this is the male, he has 20,224, and on the female side of his line, he has 7,680 stacked mutations. So we're working on it. Let's go over here to the female. Alright, so yeah, see again, 20,224, 7,680. So that's what I like when breeds give twins, because then it's easy for you to keep an eye on the mutations and what your line's doing. So let's go over here to the Carnotaurs, because I actually haven't checked their line in a while. Oh yeah, they're up to 13,375 on the female and 6,630. So yeah, we'll just keep going with those guys. So, and let's check out the new breeding male. Alright, so these guys probably not going to be near as high. Yeah, 600 mutations and 852 mutations. So they're coming up in the ranks. So the green machines, and these are the ones that we introduced this color to. So even better. Alright, let's get ready here. Let's break up this net. Alright, so if anything, I'll pause the video. Let's see how far along. Oh no, they're gonna give birth here. 44 seconds. So yeah, everyone, I really do hope this improves your breeding, how I breed, because the higher, I mean, look, we went up levels on our Pyro mains and introduced a color. So, you know, if you're having trouble, DM me, let me know. Hey, what am I doing wrong? You know, chances are you're not doing anything wrong, you're just missing it. You know what I mean? You know, because it's pretty easy to turn them on breed. but it's really hard to be as disciplined as I am to continuously spend hours breeding just so we have the best ones. And again, everybody, this is what you want to do. You know, it does take discipline, but this is what you want to do. Wait. Alright. There we go, little babies. Alright, so, alright, there we go. We want a 664, which this one is not. You are a little female, so you are a war, and you just got shit on. Ah. Alright, so let's put some meat in her. So again, everyone, you know, with these two females, this is the best way to maximize your breeding, because you get double the you're getting double the tames, and you're getting double the mutations too. So if you really think about that, so I'll stop. All right, come on, 664 male. 664. Oh, little male. That's it. We did it, everyone. We did it. That's it. This one is now our new breeding male. We now have two new full breeding pairs that are breeding above what we were breeding. So he is now, that one is now the new main breeder. 664. Okay, so we need him to breed with the females again. So okay, we're doing good. 664. We need a 664 female. We got a female, but she was little. So hopefully we can do it again. Now, if we get another female, which I don't think we will. If we get another female at 664, that means that they maxed out. And so now that we have males, what I'm going to do with the breeding line that we have, we're going to introduce the female over here, and have the males breed with her. That way they can carry on the purple gene. So this one actually, since it is the same as these, so this one actually we will switch to a breeder. The reason why we're going to do that, breed female 2, let's do that, is because she came out of her mother, so she's going to have more mutations than this one. So let me see, let's prove that right now. So it's on her mother's side, so 5 and 9, which makes sense because they had 5 a minute ago. That one. And this little guy, 5 and 9. Oh wow, that's interesting. Even though it's a higher level, so they must be keeping the recessive gene from the father. Well, that's pretty cool. So that means, yeah, that means he can't be the new breeder. So this means he is the 2 and 3. Oh, 6 and 3. Yep. Alright, so you are a war. Crap. And let's, okay, so she was it 6 and 9, right? Or 6 and 4, I believe, or 9 and 5. Okay, so her mother is going to be just under that. She's probably the 5. Yeah, 2 and 5. Okay. So You are now a war as well. Okay, so let's do this. Now, I'm thinking about... I don't think I'm going to do it though. I was thinking about, because the mutations, I was going to breed one of the females again so we can get... we can better our odd, but we don't want to do that. The reason why is because now we're going to be splitting the mutations. So again, what you want to do is be disciplined, and no matter how hard this hurts, do it. The reason why is because mutations help the line. So again, we are now breeding. We have 2 breeders breeding what we want on the purple line. We have one of them. 654 and the other 664. So they should. This one should breed up to this one. So we're gonna keep going, and if they don't do it, since these are the 2 new breeders now, if they don't do it, then what we're gonna do is introduce the other one, the other female, to this line, just to try to bump up the line to see if we can keep bumping the line up. So let's do this right here so we don't get them confused. Male 2. Alright everyone. Alright, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to let these guys race because, I mean, it's going to take them an hour, 30 minutes. So I am going to end the video here, and we're going to call it a breeding video because we've been breeding a lot, and I got to go up there and, you know, maintain those dudes. So the next breeding video I do, it will probably be a short one because I'm going to continuously breed them, because I'm going to try to get them up to this guy's level, which I should be able to do it. In fact, it should happen within the next 1 or 2 breeds, if not the very next one. So hopefully it's the next one, and I'll record that. That way you guys could see that, you know, we did it. We're up to 664 on our Pyro mains, and yeah, we're plugging right along. I mean, just look everyone. Look how many Pyro mains today that we have gotten. We only had this top row today of these guys, and we went from that roll to two extra rolls plus 1 on top. We've been breeding a lot today, and on top of that I bred those up there, which needs attention. Alright everyone, so I'm gonna go ahead and call it a breeding video here. Again, I'll be back when and if these guys do come up, and I'll record that because I want everyone to see the progression, just like how you guys saw the progression, you know, go on, you know, from the up and down, and then to me sticking it out and saying, no, you know, we got to do this. Alright, so I'm gonna call it a video here everyone, so take care of yourself, take care of each other, and I'll catch you on the next one. Be safe out there.